Hello friends, welcome to our channel. I am Ashanna, Director of Sadhana Study Circle. I have been teaching mathematics last 6 years. Friends, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get my latest updates, and also share it to your friends to help them and encourage for me to make more interesting videos. Friends, in this video, I would like to teach you a ratio. In this ratio, we are going to learn what is a ratio, antecedent and consequent, writing a ratio in different forms, facts about ratio, simplest form of ratio or lowest terms of ratio, equivalent ratio, division a quantity in given ratio. Let us learn one by one. First, ratio. What is a ratio? Let us discuss. In our daily life, we compare quantities in different ways. In the market, which vegetables look fresh, which are expensive, which are reasonably priced, etc. One quantity is how much more than the other quantity, or how much less than the other quantity is comparison by subtraction, and one quantity is how many times more than the other quantity, or how many times less than the other quantity is comparison by division. In certain situations, comparison by division makes sense than comparison by subtraction. The comparison of quantities by division is called ratio. We use the symbol is to represent ratio. Let us discuss more about ratio in the following figures. To understand ratio, here we have two examples. First example, in this two figures, here is a peacock, here is a duck. The length of the peacock is 30 centimeters. Length of the duck is 10 centimeters. If we subtracted these lengths, 30 minus 10, 30 centimeters minus 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters will get. The difference of these lengths is in not good sense, but we can observe here division 30 by 10, 30 divided by 10, 10 3s are 30, 0, 3, 30 centimeters minus 10 divided by 10 centimeters is equal to 3. So it give a good sense. A duck is 1/3 of peacock, or peacock is 3 times of duck, or thrice the duck. So it is giving a good sense. So this is a ratio. Next, in second example, here height of one man is 20 centimeters and height of a woman is 10 centimeters. The difference of heights is 20 minus 10 is equal to 10 centimeters. and division 20 divided by 10, 20 centimeters divided by 10 centimeters is equal 10 twos are 20. So 2. In this, the difference we got 10. In this subtraction we got 10 as difference. In this division we got 2. So in this also the division is giving good sense. Why? Because the man is 2 times of this woman, or woman is half of the men. Let us observe one more figure. It is divided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts. In these 8 equal parts, we are shading 2 parts. So ratio of shaded parts to the total parts is equal to shaded to total 8, and ratio of unshaded parts to total parts is equal to unshaded we have 6. So 6 is to 8, and ratio of shaded parts to unshaded parts is equal to shaded to unshaded 6. If we simplified this, we can get more sense. So here 2 is to 8, 2 ones, 2 4s. We can cancel as like fractions. 1 is to 4. So unshaded parts are 1 by 4 of total parts, or total parts are 4 times of shaded parts. Next, unshaded parts 2 3s are 2 4s are 3 is to 4. Shaded parts to unshaded parts is equal to 2 1s are 2 3s are 1 is to 3. So shaded parts are 1 by 3 of unshaded parts, or unshaded parts are 3 times of shaded parts. This is the meaning in this figure. Antecedent and consequent. What is an antecedent and what is a consequent? The ratio of two quantities A and B A and B is A is to B. In this, A is called first term, A is called first term or antecedent. A is called first term or antecedent. B is called second term or consequent. A is called antecedent, B is called consequent. We read it A is to B. A is to B is to. Writing a ratio A is to B in different forms. Here we have 4 forms. They are: first one, symbolical form. Symbolic form. A is to B. Symbolical form. Second one, fraction form. A by B. Verbal form. Verbal form. A is to B. A is to B. And also we can write it division form. A divided by B. Facts about ratio. What are facts about ratio? Fact 1, ratio has no units. Let us see an example. Ratio of 12 meters and 18 meters. 12 meters is to 18 meters. First we have to write like this, keeping a ratio symbol. Now we have to cancel the same units. Same units only can be compared. We can write in ratios. Now cancel the numbers taking the common factors. 2 table, 2 6 are, 2 9s are, again 3 2s are, 3 3s are. So final answer is 2 is to 3. So we understood ratio has no units. They are only numbers. It shows the relation between two quantities in terms of numbers only. Fact number 2, order of terms in a ratio is a very important. Order of terms in a ratio is a very important. To understand this, let us observe the Indian national flag. Our Indian national flag. The length of the Indian national flag is 3 feet and breadth is 2 feet. We can write the ratio of Indian national flag. The length and breadth. The length and breadth of Indian national flag Indian national flag is 3:2. The breadth and length of Indian national flag is 2:3. In this length and breadth 3:2. In this breadth and length 2:3. These are different ratios. So what we understood, order of terms is very important. 3:2 not is equal to 2:3. Ratio in simplest form or lowest terms. If the terms of ratio have no common factors except one, then the ratio is said to be in simplest form or in lowest terms. Let us observe some examples. Two is to 3, 5:9, 6:7. So these are in simplest form. Why these are in simplest form? These have no common factors. That's why these are in simplest form. Some more examples. 6:9. 5:15. 9:12. These are not in simplest form. These are common factors. 6 and 9 have factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. Factors of 9 are 1, 3, 9. So these have 1 and 3 common factors. That's why these are not in simplest form. Taking these common factors, we can cancel and we can write in simplest form. 3 2s, 3 3s. 2:3 is in simplest form. So these also not in simplest form. These two have 5 as a common factor. 1 and 5 has common factors. These also 1 and 3 common factors for this 9 and 12. So that's why these are not in simplest form. Equivalent ratios. What are equivalent ratios? Two or more ratios representing same results are called equivalent ratios. Let us observe an example. 1:2, 3:6, 5:10 are equivalent ratios. To check those, we may multiply or divide both the antecedent and consequent with the same number. So let us check this. Here we can divide taking the common factor. 3 ones are 3 twos are 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. 1:2. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So 1:2. In all the cases we got 1:2, 1:2. All 1:2 only. So these all are equivalent ratios. 1:2. Therefore 1:2 is equal to 3:6 is equal to 5:10. Division a quantity in a given ratio. Here division means distribution. Distribution a quantity in given ratio. To distribute a quantity in given ratio, we have to follow some steps. Step 1, first add the terms of ratio. Add the terms of ratio. Then first share is equal to first term by sum of terms. This is add means sum of terms. Sum of terms. That means sum of the terms. So this is the step 2. First share is equal to first term by sum of the terms. Into given quantity. So second share is equal to second term by sum of the quantities. Sorry, sum of the terms. Sum of the terms into quantity. To understand this, let us observe an example. Distribute 60 rupees in 5:7. What we have to do first? First we have to do sum of these terms. 5 plus 7, 12. Next, first share is equal to first term by sum of the terms into quantity. So what is the first term? First term is this 5. This is the first term. 5 by sum of the terms how much? 12. What is the quantity? 60 is the quantity. So 60. 12 ones are 12 fives are 5 5s are 25 rupees is the first share. Next, second share. Second term. So second term what? Second term is 7. 7 by sum of the terms 12. Quantity is 60. 12 ones are 12 fives are 7 fives are 35. So this is a second answer. This is first answer. We have distributed 60 rupees in the ratio 5:7. Then they got first candidate 25 rupees, second candidate 35 rupees. This is the distributing given ratio, given quantity in given ratio. Friends, I think you understood each and everything about ratio. If there is any doubt in this video, you may write in my comment box. I will clear your doubt. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed my channel, you immediately subscribe and share it to your friends to help them and encourage for me to make more interesting videos.